Well, we just got through going over the Sierras and we're out of California.
Woohoo!
Leaving the Bay Area behind and all its craziness.
We've been looking forward to this for so long.
Now we had to time this trip just right, as the weather was unpredictable this year. We had a couple of places picked out for camping,
If you say so.
and everything in between, we're going to rely on our iOverlander app and wing it.
Pat, what is that? Is that a tornado?
Now, if we looked a little nervous here, it's because we were heading straight into something between a dirt devil and a tornado. And the wind was blowing pretty hard.
Is that just the wind?
Check it out.
I am a California girl, not accustomed to tornadoes.
Now, like I say, I'm looking on our app here, and we're looking for a place to camp. And on this trip, we weren't going to grind out every day trying to get the most miles. We wanted to drive a fair amount to find really nice places to camp. So, according to my iOverlander, there's a reservoir out here, and I don't see a damn thing. Nothing remotely looks like a reservoir.
You sure you like your iOverlander?
But we turned off the exit. Let's see what's going down here. And I didn't see water. There's campers. And then bingo. Look at this.
Ooh, look at that.
Like I say, we wanted to take it easy. Just straight back. Keep going. And this little place was a gem. And you'd never see it from the road. Good. Check it out.
This was my favorite spot so far.
Now the campground is right here below the dam.
Many to come.
It's really nice. As you can see, the weather is still a little wintry, which made me a little nervous because our goal is to get to Yellowstone, and hopefully the passes will be open. So timing is everything on this trip. If we don't get it right, the passes will be closed and it will be game over. But anyway, when we set out on this trip, we wanted to see what Nevada had to offer. We didn't plan any hard stops and kept the plan loose so we could play it by ear. And I asked myself, what's out here other than miles of nothing? And voila, how about a ghost town?
Ooh. Look how cool. Think of all the many people that have come and gone out of those doors.
Now, on the back of your mind is, where are we camping tonight? After all, you don't want to sleep on the side of the road.
Never.
We found another reservoir using the app, of course. So we thought, well, we'll give it a try. The last two have been great.
Where are we? In the middle of nowhere. Just perfect.
Everything is so remote, so peaceful. Not a lot of people, and that's okay with me.
And as an RVer in our little RV, it's good to have a toilet.
Oatmeal to get your motor going. This may be the quietest place I've ever been to.
I think it's the quietest place I've ever been to. I can't.
You barely hear anything.
Yeah. On our way to Boise to see the kids. Yay! Cool ranch. Here we are in Boise, great little town. It's where our kids moved to. I can see why they love it so much. Here we go. Another overlander. Doing good so far, Pat. Ooh, look at that snow. Beautiful. The snow never ended our whole trip.
Time is so precious, I know, more than money and gold.
But the roads were clear.
The only thing in this life that cannot be sold.
So far, I'm really loving this app. I just found a place called Magic Reservoir, 12 miles off the main road.
Okay, this was a first for me. 12 miles down a dirt road, and look what we see. Come on. I was so excited for Yellowstone and what else we will see. That just was so much fun.
I love how they just looked at us to see if it's okay if we just take off down the road.
And we said yes.
Another super quiet night. Not a soul around.
I love the quiet.
It's amazing what you find in the middle of the desert if you just look.
Off we go. Next stop, Craters of the Moon.
This was an interesting drive as the landscape transformed from regular desert to volcanic materials everywhere you look. It was literally like being on the moon. The state park was closed, so we couldn't go in, but we were able to hike around a little bit and get a feel for it. Definitely coming back.
Definitely.
Cyril can now drive and shop at the same time with our new set. Saves a
Just
lot
what
of
I
time.
wanted, honey. Pre-cook.
We cook a lot of salmon when we're out there. Just love it.
Gives us the energy, makes us feel the healthiest. I love salmon.
So some people might think all this groovy food is my cooking, but I'm here to clear the record. She's the cook. I'm just faking it. Good voltage from our solar.
Go solar.
Okay, this next leg is the leg that I was worried about the most. We're going over a pass that may or may not be open. It's supposed to open mid-May, but we all know we had an unusually high snowfall this year and everything is up for grabs. Now this is what I didn't want to see.
Here we go. Starting out with some rain.
And snow everywhere. Yay, the pass was open and here we are.
Coming into West Yellowstone. If you've never gone to Yellowstone, go. It is the most wonderful place. The river meanders all through the park. Buffalo everywhere.
All the animals had babies everywhere, so, which usually means predators. Bears and wolves love to prey on the calves.
And they were around, so we were told. Here we are in Mammoth.
Mammoth used to be an army fort before it became a town, and hence all the buildings were built by the government, so they're super good.
There's our elk.
There's so much to see in Yellowstone. We're kind of letting the pictures tell the story.
Just beauty wherever you look. May is really a good month to go to Yellowstone.
Yeah, if you can time it like we did, there's literally no crowds, and we were able to drive and go see basically anything we wanted. There was never an issue with lines or crowds. But I guarantee you this time of the year, and maybe in July, it's a lot different story. So if you can time it before the crowds or after the crowds, you'll have a much better trip. But you got to be careful. Tons of water everywhere.
So beautiful. I'm ready to go back. This is called the Little Grand Canyon in Yellowstone. Look at that. Record snowfall, record water.
Coffee. It's coffee time. Now we're up high, probably the highest elevation in Yellowstone. The lake still had tons of ice in it.
Yellowstone Lake.
Here we are at the Continental Divide.
Oh, hi, guy.
Hey.
They're so cool.
Now this is something you don't see very often, but a herd of buffalo crossing the river. And if you notice, they walk until they float, and then they just are like a big floating barrel and twist around until their feet touch the other side. Kind of funny.
Here's our spot for a few days.
Lots of hot springs. Now, the last time I was here was 1962 with my parents.
Gosh, that's a long time ago.
Old Faithful. Here it is in 62. Well, after our beautiful visit in Yellowstone, we decided to drop on down to the Grand Tetons, Jackson Hole, and were we surprised?
It was beautiful. Just our continuing trip from Yellowstone and then on to the Tetons was extraordinary.
We found a beautiful campsite. It was cold enough to have a fire at night, which we love when we can.
We had the threat of a grizzly bear wandering through our campsite the whole time as we were greeted from the rangers that best carry bear spray when you even walk to the restrooms.
Jackson Hole, the valley, was just beautiful. We're definitely coming back. There was a lot of pioneer settlements. Check out this outhouse. Everything just dropped into the river, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Beautiful little church that's still in use today. And then, of course, the reason we came.
A wonderful grizzly bear. Look at how magnificent. I think this was bear number 396. Oh, and here we are on our way home.
We spent 18 days in the van, 2,800 miles, saw so many animals, so many beautiful things. And people always ask me, well, isn't that expensive buying an RV and the gas and all that? And I go, you know what? We saved all our life for something. We just decided this was it.
Till next time. Maybe we'll see you on the road.